Okay, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. There are two things that can be slightly different about this one. The first thing you may have already noticed is this isn't the... there's some changes to the resolution and the aspect ratio, some slight changes to the aspect ratio. On here, it's looking in the preview like everything is okay on this, so I'm going to trust this and carry on with the process. I'm not sure which would have been the better aspect ratio. We've gone to 16:10 rather than 4:3, but as I say, it looks pretty good. The writing size, the font size was just... It's giving me eye strain. Like I couldn't read it, and it was making it hard to play the thing. So we're going to sacrifice a little bit of graphical fidelity for the purposes of that. There are mods that you can use that will fix this for you, so you can get scalable UI. But they come with their own graphical issues, and you know, I mean, you hear it on a retro channel. If you want like the top looking graphics, then you know, perhaps that's not you wouldn't be looking here. So that's change number one. Change number two, at the end of the last video, we were talking about the backstabbing mechanic for the player character, the rogue, and I did quite a bit of reading around that, and it seems like, as far as I could see, that firstly it's quite a specific build to get the best out of that. I did actually end up... I didn't intend to go down the build route. It was just the information as to whether you could use swords was what I was looking for, rather than just daggers. But we went down that, and eventually it got to the point where it was saying that, like, yeah, you will backstab, but you won't backstab from any special attack. So what you need to do is basically run behind people, get basically right to their back, and then use auto attack. And considering it was suboptimal anyway, it was just like, that just sounds so dull, that we're going to be the party member with like the least button presses going on. I guess there's a counterpoint that you might say that the mage ends up being stood still and we're going to would be manoeuvring more, but it doesn't sound terribly involving. So with that in mind, I am, and we're like 6 episodes in or something, and this might even be the 7th. We're going to create a new character and we're going to start again, and it does mean going through Ostagar again, I know, and it does mean that we'll have to do Lothing. I always want to call it Lothringen, but that's like a place in North Germany, I think, or Germany, Poland. Yeah, so we're going again. It is Dragon Age Origins. If this is frustrating, we're not going to watch the intro. In terms of, I've done all of the origin stories, and yes, I was moaning about this when I did the very first video. I've done a fighter on my first playthrough, which I completed. I've done this with the rogue, which I just didn't enjoy. So guess what? We're going full powerhouse. I never did it with a mage beyond the early stages. I just used other mages. So we're going to do that. I am going to stay female, and since it doesn't matter terribly, I think I might go elf, and just since it is, you know, just the optimum. What do the humans get? There's nothing. I mean, yeah, there we go. So that's very simple, and I thought maybe we'll take a preset and sort of work from it a bit, because we also had that effect in the dwarf playthrough, where we met our body double. So we'll go for something not I don't know, I'm not going to spend an age on this, but something that maybe just stand us out somewhat from the crowd. Can we do anything fancy with the hair colours? We can't. We are restricted, so I guess we'll not get too much from this. Okay. Eyebrow colour. Yeah, fine. Eyes, eye shape. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to bother with size, spacing, and height. It's there. Eye colour. I can't even see from here. It's fine. No shape. Fine. Oh, we've ended up in the middle. We got. That will do that. There's that again. Depth. I don't really want to get into. Mouth height and lip size can be fine, but let's have a slight overbite. Why not? Jaw, cheeks. Let's go cheekbones for days. Let's go slightly in these with a good meal. And can we? Yeah, just raise out those cheekbones a bit. Other than that, that's fine. Ears, neck, up to the arse. I suppose we'll turn down the neck a bit, just to, yeah, just to sort of match the character's generally thin look. And the portrait, we'll do that. We'll do the background. I think that. Neria, I'm just going to change that to something that doesn't begin with the same letter as my last character, or else I'll never be able to tell them apart. There we go. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Alright, there we go.
No, it's gone.
How do you do? Greetings.
Greetings.
Charmed.
Greetings. Greetings.
Okay. I might just go back. First, I'm going to have to put the volume up a little bit. Sorry if you get some bleed here. We just... The skin complexion. Oh my word. It's tempting.
I have lost concentration.
Right, fine. Yeah. So the area, and we are going to go for that. And I think so. Herbalism, combat, tactics. Never mind. What was the so cunning might just. I'm just trying to think of what the. Do you know what? For now, let's not mess around. Let's just do that. Right, I see. So for this, okay, so we need 10 cunning for coercion, or else we're going to be railroaded into herbalism, and we're not going to need combat tactics. Okay. Excuse me? Did I miss a meeting? Oh, I see. What? So, right, hold on, sorry. Just let me make sure I've got this right. So, does that give me... That does, okay, cool. So we will need to put a bit of stuff into cunning as we go to maintain that coercion, but yeah, that should be okay. Okay, cool. Our spells are Arcane Bolt, which weirdly Morrigan didn't have. So, yeah. Primal, I don't think any of the Win or Morrigan end up being primarily focused, so I want that. I want that desperately. Time will come on that. But for now, I mean, Winter's Grass is just really good as well. So I think we'll just take those two. Difficult level stay as normal.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Kalenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you. This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
Sick. Okay. When we get the right, we'll know not to use those feast day quests this time. Great. So this is the Fade. Check out these shimmering orbs of light. Let's put them light. I don't know if the graphics are worse for everyone. For me, this is. It's going to look a bit weird because this is the Fade, so maybe it'll be more noticeable later anyway, which might be a blessing. Yeah, no.
As you say.
Easy does it. The being able to see this is just like, oh, it's just so much nicer. If you're watching this and you're well, no. Shit. Yeah, and you don't know me, the offline me. I do have a few problems with my eyesight, so if you're able to suffer this, it is greatly appreciated.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone. It's always the same, but it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse. It's fuzzy, that time before. They wake you up in the middle of the night and drag you to the harrowing chamber. And then The Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same. I don't remember. I ran away and I hid. I don't know how long. Don't waste time with that talk. You don't want to end up like this. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade. A question for those in the tower. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to ask. Maybe someday, so will I. There are others here. Other spirits. They will tell you more. Maybe help. If you can believe anything you see. I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago. But you may have a way out.
Cool beans.
A dangerous spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
Yeah. So, that bit being the dangerous spirit bit. Already there's a few graphical imperfections, but I think that is mostly attributable to it being the Fade rather than it being the resolution. But we shall see. Take it as this, yeah.
Another spirit this way. It never seemed equal to its name to me.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see. Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, and to be sent unarmed against a demon. You are not the first sent here for such testing, nor shall you be the last, I suspect. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come. Of course, you are not the first mortal to seek my aid. I am not here to assist you, however. My purpose is to seek perfection, creating the ultimate weapon for the pursuit of valor. Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle, and my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested. How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior. You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong. Very well, mortal. You proved to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon. Go. Prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed.
It is begun. Let's dispatch them, and quickly! I shall do it.
Cautious. There is another spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
Sorry, manually muted the microphone for the thing, and then forgot to unmute it.
So, you are the mortal being hunted, and the small one. Is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
No matter. The demon will get you eventually. And perhaps there will even be scraps left.
It's a demon. Maybe even more powerful than the one chasing after you.
Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal. I tire of you already. I am a spirit of sloth. Yes, a creature of the Fade. Unlike yourself, mortals are ever the visitors here. Still, you serve your function. Only the mortals like yourself are truly annoying. Many mortals dream. They come here often, but you are not one of those. You are aware, a mortal with power and will, the sort of creature that some spirits hunger for. I might be inclined for such a meal myself. It would be interesting to see the mortal world through your eyes, live inside your form, but I am disinclined to begin such a struggle. As you mortals might term it, but not all demons are demons. Worry about the one hunting you. You have a very nice staff. Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be valorous.
He looks powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form? Why? Most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand, little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide? I have faced more in this place than you can imagine. Fear is just one more thing. But you are right. Hiding doesn't help. I'm sorry, it's the Fade. It changes you. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear. If you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
You wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend. Answer 3 riddles correctly, and I will teach you. Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
Sick. Right, well, I mean, like me a riddle, so, yeah.
Truly? Oh, This gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
I'm just going to need to wait for that to display at the top because I couldn't hear. Oh, okay. Seas with no water. I'm not even looking at the bottom left. Seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. A map? Let's give it a try.
Correct. Let's move on. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well.
Tongue?
What am I? Yes, your witty tongue. Fair enough. One more try, shall we? Often will I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
Dream, I think it'll probably be, but I need to hear that again. Tell me the top. Often I'll spin a tale, never charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, because you won't remember me. I'll try this? Wait, hold on. Annoying is like
You are correct. Rather apropos here in the Fade, no? But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction. So, I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this? Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then and defeat your demon or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
Cool. Right, I'm going to try turning off the mute thing because I'm just blatantly going to forget it. Otherwise, I think we've done everything here. Save the final fight. I'm going to save this new save. Save game as what do we call that? Area. Yeah, I'm turning off the mute button because I'm just blatantly going to forget it, and the way it's set up just doesn't lend itself terribly well. This is Spirit Wolf, so Spirit Wolf. Oh god. Right. Okay, well hopefully our bear-based friend can do some of this. Don't know if friendly fire is possible, but let's find out. Yep, it definitely is possible. Sorry about that, mouse. I think I'll just do that like that, and then yeah, we'll just grasp that. Okay. On there. Slightly beaten down bear to my right. Is that it? Is that everything before the end thing? Looks like it. Right, I can't remember exactly how this goes, so I'm gonna cowardly save even as a mage.
There is a spirit of red.
Right, okay, well,
Age.
do we have to talk to it first, or?
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul. Oh, I shall. So this creature is your offering, Mouse. Another plaything as per our arrangement.
I'm not offering you anything. I don't have to help you anymore.
Oh. And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules?
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
Right, okay, cool. So, we'll take a step back. Let's start by thinning out the horde slightly. Two of them, and got another one there.
It shall be done.
Standard attacks, and then... good. Right, sick. So that's all that. I think what we'll try and do is get a freeze on, and then... I don't know if it'll be how much value it is to the mage, but I think if we just attack the demon from here and get more bonuses. Mouse is going down, like he's definitely going down now. That's me leveling up. That's mouse leveling down.
You did it! You actually did it! When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to, but I never really thought any of you were worthy. That is because you are a true mage, one of the few. The others, they never had a chance. The Templars set them up to fail, like they tried with you. I regret my part in it. But you have shown me that there is hope. You can be so much more than you know. You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you will be a master enchanter with no equal. And maybe there's hope in that for someone as small and as forgotten as me. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in. What? What do you... Of course it was! What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential? You are a smart one.
Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride. Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
I absolutely loved that back in the day.
Are you
It felt
all right?
very
Say
well.
something, please. Oh, I'm glad you're all right. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like? So much for friendship. I'll leave you alone then. And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing. I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me. The Tranquil never go through a harrowing. You do the harrowing, the Rite of Tranquility, or you die. That's what happens. You've seen the Tranquil around the tower, like Owain who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless. He's been made tranquil. I don't know how they do it exactly, but you're cut off from the Fade. It takes away your magic abilities, along with your dreams and emotions. Yes, but the Circle also forces tranquility on those they feel are weak. And sometimes they force it upon apprentices they think might be too dangerous as mages. I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up. He didn't tell me. About the harrowing, I'd guess, but you'd never know with Irving. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Did you hear anything? Is she all right? Is she awake?
Why do you care? Are you best friends now?
I'm just curious. That Templar, Cullen, said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen. He said...
Well, that's me.
As you say.
If you ever need a quick clean harrowing, you just come to this channel. Right, cunning me out the nose going to have to go up. I think I am going to, for now, put it on willpower, because we will need to boost magic, but not just yet. Primal is absolutely incredible, and that will definitely be the main focus. Don't want to really go down the healing route too heavily. But this that Morrigan had was just absolutely incredible. So yeah, we'll be doing that without any shadow of a doubt. That will save our lives time and time again. Of this I have no doubt. Cool, so I might as well explore all this. There's a little bit more running around in the Mage's playthrough because there's quite a few bits and pieces to pick up.
I wonder when I'll get to go for my harrowing.
Yeah, that's the door there.
I shall do it.
I don't know if this is necessarily the way I wanted to go, but it's the way I have gone.
Very well.
Yeah, just bits and pieces and XP to pick up and so on. I guess we can't go.
Talk to Bran. He's the chatty one.
Oh, okay.
Yes, is there something you need? The only safe one, as far as I know. There are windows on the higher levels, but surely you don't need me to warn you of the dangers of leaping from them. It never ends well. For Eldon, it's not very interesting. Mostly farms, the occasional river. No, you may not. I'm surprised you ask. I would have thought you'd be used to this idea by now. Make a smile fortune on you.
Okay. That's some absolutely sumptuous dialogue there. Okay, cool. So that's the way out. These are... That's the dawn. What is here? We're on the lookout here for statues and chests. For example, with this apprentice's cowl in it. Will she wear that? She will. It looks ridiculous, but I am sure I will get over it very quickly. The statues give experience. So, and the chests, or dresses in this case, give us the Buckle of the Winds. Mages are the best class. That is the hill not just on which I will die, but one I will live as well. That said, there's still no excuse not to do our due diligence here, because there will be some slightly sticky fights later. I don't think we're going to go to there yet. We're going there later anyway, as I recall.
Must control the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady. I hope you've spoken to the first enchanter. He seems eager to see you.
Yes. These rooms, gorgeous as they look, have the slightly frustrating thing of, I'm sure some of these you can search.
Very good. And what do you think that means? I remember when you were this age. Adorable.
Just one of those adorables.
Concentrate, hold the shield.
I thought there was stuff here.
If I put all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated.
Maybe there isn't.
Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited.
Are you named? No, you just don't.
So it would consume you. Is that what you want?
No?
Then stand firm and know you can resist whatever I throw at you. Again.
Okay. Anything here? Anything here? Yeah. Maybe I was sure there was stuff on those.
Very well.
Right, okay. Start around here.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? The stockroom is not a shop. Your mentor should have clarified this. The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something? I voluntarily submitted to the Rite of Tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable. I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple. It is difficult to describe. I would perhaps compare it to being plunged into a pool of ice-cold water. I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes. Very well. Goodbye.
Right, I know I said I didn't want anything, but like, can I actually take everything that's not nailed down? Nope, guess not. It's just another tranquil. Not to be dismissive of them, but. Ooh.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the Circle? I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go.
Can relate.
You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that. Not any magic I'd be caught doing. Anyway, did you need something? I'm not good at talking. Too much chatter makes my head throb. Don't you have lessons to get to? Shoo!
Sick. Okay. Right. Yeah, the mages don't believe in healing eyes.
As you say.
Wynn's heal spell strictly works on... this section of books appears to be missing.
It shall be done.
Is that because there is a lever leading to a hidden compartment? I think there might be, you know. That's not. That's just what I guess on this. It's not a thing. Just looking at the map, there's this great big section where nothing else is. But unless I get a very easy to pass quest.
You need something. If not, step back. You're in my light. I'm trying to study. Have some consideration for a fellow mage. Are you surprised? We are probably more attuned to magic than humans are. Or at least our ancestors must have been. With most of our history lost, I suppose I'll never really know. Maybe the Dalish elves would, but I've never met one. When elves were taken on as slaves, we lost most of our culture. Few of us even know our own language. I hear the Dalish try to keep the old ways alive. Must be easier for them outside human rule. As do I. Perhaps one day I will have the chance to learn it. Are you from an alienage? I'm from a farm outside Highever. My mother worked as the cook's assistant there.
Yeah, let's see.
I suppose it doesn't matter where we're from, does it? We're in the circle now. I am satisfied knowing the humans who look down upon me will fear me instead. But I should get back to my books. Good day.
Okay, so learnt nothing. The further I get away from that bookcase, the more and generally speaking, like, I don't recall Dragon Age having like phenomenally complex puzzles within.
Would do something before.
It was definitely an RPG before it was anything else.
I shall do it.
That the Equitarians are starting to soften a little on the Libertarians. Sympathy for the position isn't the same as support. Yet, I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Oh right, yeah. It's me, but first, before I get moved around, look at these bookcases.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work. Ah, the Fraternities of the Enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really. They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money, and the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then, of course, there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy. Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do? An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
Yeah.
Hello. Were you looking for something? Oh, the fraternities. Groups of mages with a common agenda. I think we should all be isolationists. Stay in some remote mountain town far away from the mundanes who hate us. They'll never learn that. They don't want to. I'd go hide alone in the wilds if I could. But you know they just brand me an apostate and hunt me down. There is no leaving the circle. It's till death do us part. Romantic, isn't it? If you leave the circle, you become an apostate. And the punishment for leaving is death. Pretty grim, huh? I've heard of hedge witches who've managed to survive on their own, eluding the circle for a lifetime. But if the Templars discover them, well, you know what happens. Then there are stories about the Dalish elf clans having great magic. But who knows what's truth and what's fiction when it comes to the Dalish? I'm Njal, a mage just like you.
Njal?
I've seen you around, haven't I? I must have. If you leave the circle, you become an apostate. And the punishment for leaving is death. Pretty grim, huh?
Right, okay.
The grass is always greener on the other side, isn't it?
It's better to never be brought to the circle than to try to escape it. I wouldn't risk it, though. I've heard of hedge witches who've managed to survive on their own, eluding the circle for a lifetime. But if the Templars discover them, well, you know what happens. Then there are stories about the Dalish elf clans having great magic.
Yes, we've heard.
Who knows what... Alright, have a good day.
You have a good day too. Meow. As opposed to Niall. Right, okay. If anyone, by the way, watching is called Niall rather than Niall, I do apologise. I've only ever met people with that spelling who've been called Niall, so it caught me somewhat off guard. Ooh, I don't think I've actually got a staff in the real world, have I? Told you to take the staff. Right, okay, brilliant. Hello.
Oh, excuse me, I didn't hear you come in. I'm sorry, I'm terribly busy right now. I have to prepare the room before the Grey Warden is done at his meeting with Irving. Yes, Duncan his name is. He must be here to talk to Irving about something important. You know, I almost became a Grey Warden once. There were several of us chosen, though the Grey Wardens only wanted one recruit. They only ever have one mage, you see. I think they thought I was the best candidate, but I was young and foolish, and I said I wasn't interested. They picked someone else instead, and that was that. I've regretted it ever since. Oh well, I should get back to my work.
That's right, that. You'll notice that Duncan is on the scene. Duncan's in all the Origin things. He is a constant fixture, and will be with us exactly as he was with the dwarf rogue in Ostagar. So all this to look forward to. Private documents. But I have a feeling on this that private documents are they're not like a quest thing. I think you just sell them. I think they count as vendor trash.
Ah, there you are. You are to be moved out of the apprentice.
Ah, there I am. Run off. Okay.
I never thought you'd survive the harrowing. You got
Anybody who's cleaning. Right, cool. Out we go. Cullen.
Oh, hello. I'm glad to see your harrowing went smoothly.
Hello, Cullen.
They picked me as the Templar to strike the killing blow if you became an abomination. It's nothing personal, I swear. I'm just glad you're all right, you know?
I knew.
You've always been so confident, or so I hear. I've heard of failed harrowings, and the consequences were unpleasant. Oh, you're not distracting? I mean, you are, but, well, you're not. I mean, you can talk to me anytime if you want. Yes. Maybe we can talk another time.
Yes. It's a odd dynamic. But anyway, more cupboards to loot. More private documents. Hopefully, by the time I leave here, the entire circle's secrets will be mine to do with as I wish.
I hear Irving's very proud of you.
It shall be done.
That is a storage room, which apparently we can't go to just as of yet. Maybe Senior Enchanter Leora can help us with that. With my dreams of owning more of her and indeed everyone else's stuff.
This is infuriating. Another batch destroyed. Say, have you seen Owain? Is he in the stockroom?
Yes. Oh, actually, yeah, what are you doing?
Well, I don't know. He might have gone to the privy. The Tranquil still function like us. Mostly. I hope he still has some cinnabar lying around. When I asked last week, he said he was running out.
Do you want me to guess?
Don't you have something better to do?
Yes.
You're not going to keep the first enchanter waiting, are you?
Well, I mean, I thought I might. You know, there's so much stuff that's just, you know, kicking about. Let's think it's in our place. Hey, Kylie.
Thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed are the penitents who seek his return. Blessed is the prophetess, purified by flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition. So let it be. Oh, I didn't see you there.
Why does this always happen?
It brings me peace in troubled times.
I did see a mod for this game where it was like add more faces, and I mean her face doesn't look the same. It's just the haircut being exactly the same that kind of does it. Haircut and colour. By the way, I mean I'm being a bit very, very harsh on Dragon Age. This looked great back in the day. Like when you compare this to, say, like Knights of the Old Republic, or like even, you know, I'm going back as far as like Baldur's Gate. It's like, whoa, okay. Or even really, I would say, I don't know if people would necessarily agree, but like with Oblivion or Morrowind, it just, yeah. Anyway.
It gives me hope that one day the Maker will hear us, that maybe I'll be forgiven and my curse will be lifted. Magic? What else? Magic causes such misery. It's dangerous and vile and wicked. The Chantry must protect the world from us. Being born with something so terrible must be a punishment. I wish I could be rid of it. That doesn't take magic. If I could, I would dedicate my life to the Chantry, but they would never take me in. Perhaps this is just something I will have to suffer through. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
And with good reason. Right, okay, cool. This, no, that's actually, yeah. That's 50 EXP you didn't think I'd miss. So yes, whereas in other sections of the game,
I heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you.
She did. Yeah, in other origin stories you go around killing stuff. In this one you go around reading books. That's how you generate your necessary experience. And I for one love it. I think that is a...
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
It isn't our new sister in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is she.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, Where was I? Oh, yes. This is Duncan of the Grey Wardens. You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
With the Darkspawn invading, we need all the help we can get, especially from the Circle. The power you mages wield is an asset to any army.
Yeah.
Your spells are very effective against large groups of mindless Darkspawn. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor girl with talk of blights and Darkspawn. This is a happy day for her.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the Circle of Magi.
Sick.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours. Impetuousness is ever the province of youth, I see.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
This wasn't really the vibe I was going for.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Right, and I have things to loot that are not nailed down. Apparently I don't. Apparently we've got everything. Right, okay. So I still feel like there probably is some sort of room there, but
move along now.
Sorry, where are we going? He did tell me, I wasn't paying any attention. Why don't we look at the map? Maybe that'll tell us. I can't remember which floor it was. Guest. Okay, so right, fine. Just follow it around on there. We could walk purposefully, but why bother doing that? We can just run and then turn.
Thank you for escorting me. Is there something else I can do for you? When the king sent out the call, the Circle of Ferelden sent only 7 mages to Ostagar. I asked King Caelan's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle. I hope to place a mage or 2 within every contingent. I cannot do with just 7. Mages will make all the difference in this battle. The Darkspawn have their own magic, and our resources must exceed theirs. I don't know. Do you? Then perhaps I shall speak to Irving about this later. Darkspawn are a greater threat than blood mages, even abominations. It takes decades for the world to recover from a blight. I wish the Chantry could see that. We must stop at nothing to defeat the Darkspawn. Listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting. You are too kind. Certainly. I am intimately familiar with these subjects after all. A horde has formed within the Korcari wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde. Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
Cool. We should probably quit this because...
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Yeah, you know at this point what's going on. But you don't know about...
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving? I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning? Shh! I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here. I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please.
Yeah. Intrigue. Mystery.
We should be safe here. A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily. I was afraid to tell anyone. Lily was becoming a Chantry priest. She's taken vows. Lily's been given to the Chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
Exclusively lesbian relations in the Chantry.
I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
That does sound pretty bad.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowan, and Irving had signed it.
I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend. Thank you. We will never forget this. I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The First Enchanter and Knight Commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
What if it is? We have to try. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate. Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
Let the prayers go with. Are we on the same floor still? I can't remember. Looks like there's quite a few things have opened here. So let's go and pick up some extra XP.
Yes? Senior Enchanter, Leora, in charge of the Circle's laboratory. Is there something you want? That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this. No, I can't let anyone in there just now. There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe. Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes. Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent. I could use some, I'm sure. I've been too busy with my new duties. I haven't been able to deal with the spiders. If you cleared them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one.
Okay.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Fireball, fireball, fireball. Right, okay, cool. So let us save the game, even though I'll probably save it anyway since it's been that long since we've done any combat. And let's see if we can clear out any of the muck here. All while helping ourselves to plenty of this. You might have spotted that I'm occasionally muting the microphone, and I hope that that is better than never muting it. Sometimes with some things like this it can be more irritating than not, having that go on and off. Some people's voices get picked up by the mic far worse than others, so it's a case of trying to sort of adapt accordingly. Oh, I think there's traps in here, isn't there? Maybe there's not. Right, okay. Yeah, start off with, please. Okay, just stand there and take it. That's another option. Right, I guess we'll do Mind Blasting. Okay, good. And now we'll do Winter's Grasp. And now we'll do this. And I'll just keep hitting it. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Not a mistake that cost me particularly dearly, but a mistake. Thankfully the spider was carrying 9 copper pieces, so yeah, small mercies. Right, okay, so that's a poisonous spider, which sounds awful. 1 arcane bolt, good.
Let us end this.
1 of those, and then just another arcane bolt should do it. We'll do it if you cast it. Okay. Okay. I think there. Right. Looking like just the one for now, so Winter's Grasp does the first job. Arcane Bolt does the next. The rest are blocked. Let's try this. No. Yeah, it's just sometimes it will go and sometimes it won't go. That's kind of the theme here.
Very well.
I haven't really nailed down with Dragon Age, and it's going to take me, I'm sure, most of the playthrough to work out what the difference is between selecting something, you know, in one frame and selecting it in another. Okay, you're going for web. I'm going for the Winter's Grasp. Okay, I'll just okay. Maybe don't just close the distance. Can you not? Yeah, shoot the damn thing. Right. So, like I would have expected that to fire that, but no. Now we're a little bit, yeah. Again, it's not for lack of pressing the buttons, so obviously the effect is more pronounced when
What manner of beast is this?
it is that manner of beast. Can you not? Do you mind if that isn't something we do, but rather that? Right. Like, so it's just not going to go for that, for whatever reason. But it will. No. Will he go for that? Yes. Right. Okay. I guess what we rely on is looking in that top right.
As you say.
Fade Striders. Oh, we've actually got some mage robes which are... Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. I assume the leather boots are worse. They certainly are. Cool beans. This feels like a trap. But we'll wander in regardless. Oh god, that made me jump. That made me jump, and no mistake. Let us first Mind Blast it. Good. And then let us Arcane Blast it, please. Arcane Bolt. Good. And then let's run away a little bit more. Let's do that on it. Let's do that on it. There we go. And time for another Arcane Bolt. Sensational.
Very well.
Right. Hopefully I'll get slightly more warning on the rest of them, and I'll live to a ripe old age rather than having heart failure. You are a giant spider. You can use this on you. Use this on you. No. I didn't even realise it could resist that. Mind Blast, please. Okay. Oh. Alright, so we're not going to get out of this so easily.
As you said.
Okay. Back it up, back it in. Let me begin cast Windless Grasp on you.
As you say. Very well.
Anything down here? Oh, yes. Yeah. The other thing I am inclined to do with this, this is going to make me jump. I just know this is going to make me jump. Huh. Apparently not. Yeah, party composition. I'm going to go 3 mages. I'm going to go 3 mages, and I'm going to go Liliana. God damn you son of a bitch. Right, okay. First off, can we just Arcane Bolt it? Run back a bit. Get a hit in. Right, Ice Blast it.
Very well.
Oh, you didn't ice. Yeah, Windless Grasp it. Thank you. And then another one of these, and it should be dead. Quest updated, which I assume means we killed all the spiders. Good. Yeah, we'll go Wynne, Morrigan, me, and then we'll see what we can do with Liliana as the soul tank. I figured we'll do it all the girls, Because, you know, I mean, it's a shame not to have Alistair, but I don't want it to be exactly the same, and, you know, if we can, we might as well.
You're back. Are the spiders gone?
I've dealt with your infestation.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. You've saved my hide, I'm sure. And I owe you a favor, so if you need anything, I'll be here. Exactly. I'll be here, keeping the crawlies away.
Right, okay, cool. I think we got some experience for that, but it's also just nice to remember how to fight, truthfully. Okay, so we could go to the central thing and pick up that quest, but I think I saw another one around here. Somebody else who was looking needy on the map? Maybe not? Yeah, maybe yes. Maybe yes, but maybe that's not the way we get here. Right, okay, how do we... Shall I just get that now? Let's get it.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item? Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, okay. So, we'll do... obviously we can get What's-Her-Face to do it. But what was the one in here?
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters? I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man. Grey Wardens are peerless warriors who sacrifice all for our sakes. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something?
Oh, I don't know that I want to tell him. I'll just...
I've removed them from the library.
So there was
I was advised it might be unwise to leave them where any apprentice may read them. They will be put away somewhere very safe. Now, is there anything else? When he is ready. And how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become first enchanter by keeping my eyes and ears shut. Gregor says he has proof and eyewitness testimony that Jowen has been practicing blood magic. I cannot say more. Were it left to me, things might be different. But the Chantry, I'm sorry, child. This rite of tranquility will happen. Let us not speak ill of my colleague. Our colleague. You know little of this, and I ask you to hold your tongue.
What's that about?
Interesting. What more do you know? Yes, she must be helping him. She would know more about the repository than he would. Do you know anything else? I suspected Lily would tell him of the impending rite if she found out. But I never expected they would have the gall to break into the repository. Reporting him to Gregor and the Templars will accomplish nothing beyond what's already planned. If the Circle must punish one of its own, I will see the Chantry done the same courtesy. Lily will not walk free while my apprentice suffers. She is also breaking every vow she ever took. If we mention her involvement, the Chantry will say that she was framed. No, she must be caught in the act. If you want to survive, you must learn the rules and realize that sometimes sacrifices are necessary. Jowan will become tranquil, but Lily must also face the consequences of her actions. How did you learn of their plan? Do they trust you? You felt comfortable enough to bring this to me. Do not shy from your duty now.
I don't. 3 doesn't sit well with me. A
rod of fire. Why do you... I understand. Trying to break through the door this way. Interesting. The phylactery chamber door is warded and resists all magic worked upon it. Even if I did, Gregor always keeps his on his person. Not easy breaking into a locked chamber, is it? Still... yes. The phylactery chamber shares a wall with the artifact vault. Age and dampness seeping up from the ground have weakened a segment of it. You can break down this part of the wall to gain entrance into the chamber. We have an old Tevinter device in the vault. It may have been used for defense, or possibly entertainment. It amplifies spells. Use the rod on this artifact, and aim it at the wall. The artifact releases controlled bursts of energy. Just aim it in the right direction. One more thing. Do not be quick to suggest there is another way in. I don't want Lily and Jowan to suspect. Make it seem like you came up with the idea yourself. Here is the form with my stamp. Owain will release the rod to you now.
Well, feel free to write in with your own opinions on my actions there.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Sick, okay. Cool, right, well we don't need that. So I guess is it down there or is the... Oh no, that's right. Yeah. I mean, it's something of a giveaway when the quest itself is called Bound in Blood Magic. As to what's going on. Is it the wrong way? If I have got confused. Apologies. The circle having its... Well, it could be worse. I think I will do a cursory save, because I haven't saved for a while. I don't really like to go through that dialogue again.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous. Really? What? She was saying the chant of light in the chapel one night while I was walking past. I've heard that chant many times, but I never realized how beautiful the words were until then. I'll never forget that night.
ever...
What? Oh, you mean you and me? Oh, this is awkward.
Yes, why didn't you, Jowen? You're always talking about her.
It never crossed my mind. You're like a sister to me. You don't like me as something more than a friend, do you?
No, nothing that way. Of course not, don't be stupid.
That was a bizarre thing to talk about, especially now. I mean, maybe if you had... You know, I'm just going to drop this. No, and I don't care. Why? I don't really want to think about them. I came here a year or so before you did. I must have been 5 or 6 years old. Mother stopped talking to me after I showed signs of magical ability. She wouldn't even look at me. She'd mutter under her breath that I was a demon child and an abomination in the Maker's sight.
You are somewhat demonic looking.
Mother could be cruel, especially if you got on her bad side, which was easy to do. She'd fight with my father, saying that she didn't want that thing, meaning me, in her house. Guess that's what drove him to leave me at the village chantry. I suppose it's just as well. It's the past. A rumor is spreading that I've dabbled in blood magic. That's why they won't let me take the harrowing. Of course not. I'd never used blood magic. I've been sneaking around to meet Lily in secret. Maybe others have seen me and assumed I must be doing something forbidden. I suppose we are, but they think it's blood magic, and it isn't. I've thought about it, but it will only make things worse. Lily will be punished. I can't do that to her. Maybe if it were just Irving, he'd spare me. But he has to keep the peace between the Circle and the Chantry. If he stirs up too much trouble, they might replace him. They could wipe out the entire Circle if they wanted. The Chantry abhors blood magic. That's why they're willing to pay attention to this stupid rumor. Are you ready to go? That was quick.
To the repository, then. Freedom awaits.
Yes. Freedom. Let's, by the way, manage this, because I'm not going to heal the others, but I might as well heal myself. I don't think we've gained a great deal there. Remind me, storage caves, 3rd floor. I guess it's the 1st floor. The 1st floor being the ground floor in this, I assume. And everything being in the basement. Again, I assume. That's a somewhat fortuitous find. Right, well, anyway. Down into the unguarded phylactery. Let's say receptacle. Right.
The Chantry calls this entrance the Victim's Door. It is built of 277 planks, one for each original Templar. It is a reminder of all the dangers those cursed with magic pose. Initiates must learn the Circle's history if they are to work with Templars and mages. The doors can be opened only by a Templar and a mage entering together. The Chantry provides the password, which primes the ward, and the mage touches it with mana to release it. Yes, I got it from a Templar who recently accompanied a mage into the vault. We have chatted on many occasions. I believe he trusts me. First, the password. Sword of the Maker, Tears of the Fade. The password only primes the door. Now it must feel the touch of mana. Any spell will do, but hurry.
Dramatic. Right, okay, cool. So...
Do you have the rod with you? Melt the locks off.
What's the matter? Why isn't it working?
Lily, something's not right. I can't cast spells here. Nothing works.
These wards carved into the stone. This must be the Templars' work. They negate any magic cast within this area. I should have guessed. Why would Gregor and Irving use simple keys for such a door? Because magical keys don't work. How do you keep mages away from something? Make their powers completely worthless. That's it then. We're finished. We can't get in. You mean through that door?
That door probably leads to another part of the repository. What are the chances of there being another entrance?
No. We can't get into the chamber the way we planned, but we're not about to give up. We can see where this door leads, but I don't think it'll be easy. It looks locked for one.
Let's hurry. We've wasted enough time. I'm not giving up. We've come too far. Oh, that's...
Okay, fine. Oh, what's attacking us? This guy, Sentinel. Yeah. Not too worried about this. Good. Alright. And then we might as well try one of those. Is that ever going to work? Nope, never. Alright.
As you say.
I'm more dangerous than I look!
It shall be done.
Yes, you are more dangerous than you look, aren't you? Saving game. Oh, okay, so there's a more dramatic bit. 2 sentinels. Right, okay. Right, well, I think... Okay, and then we're actually probably gonna...
Wait, it has to be!
I think it's gonna get cool down here. There it goes.
Now we can battle!
There it goes.
Bodes well.
Yep, bodes very well. Right, so through there is not the thing we needed. I guess it's just around the corner. Thank you for getting in the way. Through here is more stuff. An apprentice cowl. I think is that what I'm already wearing? That's mental resistance. Is this any? No, it's exactly the same thing. Right. Okay. Happy days. It will all be converted to cold, hard cash later. So
it is begun.
Fear not. Okay, there's 2 of you boys. So I think what we'll do here is mind blast you both. Back it up a bit.
Very well.
Hope people have the common sense to focus down that one. You know, I'm just gonna take it down. Right, okay.
Try not to die here!
Yeah. Sounds like a reasonable plan.
Let us do it quickly.
Oop. Wait.
It shall be done.
Ooh, and there's more stuff. Including a magic staff, which is 1 magic versus 2 spell power. I guess the Acolytes is probably better. Spell power would seem to be the name of the game.
It is begun.
How many have we got? Robed Sentinel and Sentinel. Let's pop down Mr. Robed guy.
I shall do it.
Can we... Right, okay, he's down. That's good. And we've got some stuns in. That's good. And we'll go and stand here and him. Move slightly over here and this guy.
Maker has blessed us! Foolish!
Yep. More of that. Good, let's level up. So I think that cunning was all we needed. I will boost magic up. Yes, we need to. Okay, so just increments of that is fine, and we can just channel coercion, leave the rest to other people. On this one, arcane shield, protective shield to divert incoming attacks. I think defense is less important than attack. Force field. That's a weird thing, but okay. Walking bomb. No mana. Absorbing a small amount of mana from it. Yeah, that could be useful. But realistically, we'll take drain life because it's useful, and then other than that, we'll not spare it a moment's thought. Okay, what have you got for us? A Velociraptor. There we go. Done that slightly cockeyed order. Okay. Oh, hello. Right, okay. Right, well, I guess we will first Mind Blast you all. Okay, and then I think we'll try and pack it down this one. Is going to be worth doing that. Will that hit both of them? I don't know, it will hit both of them. That should hit both of them. Still not sure. Okay. This. Yeah. Okay. Arcane Bolt this one. Arcane Bolt it. Good. Deep Stalker Leader. Can we freeze you, please? Freeze you. Why are you not attacking? Alright, good. And then turning attention down to this. I think he stunned it rather than me, but whatever. Alright, made a bit of a meal of that one. But although having said that, if you think about the number of times that we died already, what's Charm of Flame? More fire resistance or more fire damage? Let me think. I know we're not using much fire stuff now, but like the time will come when that is absolutely fantastic for us, because it's going to be all about the fire damage. And yeah, right. Oh, my word. Right, okay. There are a lot of them, sir. Is one of them one of the road bastards? It is. Road bastard, can we...
It shall be done.
Probably shouldn't have done that, but... I just really like the idea of him being dead. Before he gets that spell off, good. We've been hit, not particularly. Okay, let's go for a bit of this. Sorry, Joanne. But it will do a fair whack of damage. Cool.
Very well.
They might as well get used to friendly fire. It's
it is begun.
It's going to happen often enough. Anything in here? A magic staff that is not as good as what we've got. An apprentice's amulet. Ooh, that is quite nice. But you know what? I might just stay with the fire damage. Buckle of the Winds will definitely just be keeping. Still, useful having all that stuff for later when we have party members with us. I'm even checking the stat sheet. Okay. That's just that. Okay, cool. Can we get one of them? Can we get one of them? Okay. Can we get one of them? Let's probably this one. Yeah. Okay. I think it will actually be quicker just to kill them both. If it will let me. No, right, okay, never mind. Just fucking end it. Please.
Why can't they leave us alone?
Like sometimes it just hits like first time. Like there, like back to back. Like no problems. Yeah, sure, I'll cast Arcane Bolt and then or rather I'll cast Winter Blast and then Arcane Bolt immediately afterwards. And then the fire thing just doesn't want to know. Right, okay. Robed Sentinel, can we... Winter's...
I shall do
you. And then...
It is begun.
Just keep going through these. Okay, good. Okay, so left clicking, I guess, is the key. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. It's early days, but I am encouraged by this. I think that we should be able to put Liliana in such a build.
Another way into the phylactery chamber.
Yeah, no.
Let's explore the repository.
Let's. Okay. Block and Heartwood stuff. That is the best of both worlds, so we'll be taking that and using that. Very good. Bye-bye, Acolyte stuff. I thought we got to go around here and marvel at all the stuff.
There's something odd about that statue.
Greetings.
Maker's breath, did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenovia. once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius. Prophecy my crime, cursed to stone for foretelling the fall of my lord's house.
I'm not sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Tevinter statue! Don't listen to it. The Tevinter lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again. No help can be given me, for this is my doom and my destiny.
Ambiguous rubbish. It could mean anything. I can do it too. The sun grows dark, but lo, here comes the dawn.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you. Come on, Jowan. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought there was tons of stuff in this
Wow,
one.
that old wall's about to come... I think the phylactery chamber is on the other side of the wall behind this bookcase.
Mm-hmm.
We should be able to find something that can knock some of the bricks loose. I can't do it on my own. You have to help me. If we work together, we can shift it. Come on.
Work together as in the two of us, not the
No, we just need to find a way to get through this wall.
Yeah, I thought there was other stuff, but I guess it was just this. Oh, yeah.
Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking.
Special effects.
This is the phylactery chamber.
We must find Jowan's phylactery. Quickly.
It shouldn't be hard to find. There aren't many phylacteries here.
Right, okay, what have we got? 3 of them. Alright, standard things apply. Ooh, maybe I'll do this actually. Can we? Right, yeah, okay.
It shall be done.
Right, so that first, and then oh, it didn't stun the Guardian. Well, now I look very silly. Oh no, you did stun him. Right, can we? Okay, good. That looks like a pretty good angle to try that. It's absolutely everyone brilliant. Sentinel Guardian, we take down with that. And then maybe we'll just try and act like we care about friendly fire. And go on and we'll... there's no point in me draining. Yeah, let's drain life.
Now we fight!
Come on. There we go. Right, sorry about that, Joan. And Lily.
As you say.
Anyone would think that I didn't like you from the way... Oh, a trade manifest. And get another magic staff, put it with the others. That's the way out. Okay, cool. Up here is the phylactery stuff. And sooner or later...
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it. To end its hold over me. And I am free.
Only apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Come on, you two. We're done here and we should leave.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
Yeah. Rather cowardly. We are. Go through here because.
We did it! I can't believe it! Thank you. We could never have...
So what you said was true, Irving.
Gregor.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
It's not her fault. This was my idea.
She is here under my orders, Gregor. I take full responsibility for her actions.
Wait, you led us into a trap? Don't you dare speak to me.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
The mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
I admit, I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people. Changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please, come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all right? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. But to overcome so many, I never thought him capable of such power.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down. Believe me, we will use our every resource. Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
Save your breath. I can speak for myself. Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you were in a repository full of magics that are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
Huh. Some honesty, at last. But your antics have made a mockery of this circle. What are we to do with you?
As I said, she was working under my orders.
And this improves the situation? The phylactery chamber is forbidden to all save you and me.
I had my reasons.
You're not all-knowing, Irving. You don't know how much influence the Blood Mage might have had. How are we to deal with this?
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like her to join the Warden ranks.
What? You've promised him a new Grey Warden?
She has served the Circle well. She would make an excellent Grey Warden.
We look for dedication in our recruits. Fighting the Darkspawn requires such dedication, often at the expense of all else.
I object. You say she operated under your instructions, Irving. But I do not trust her. I must investigate this issue, and I will not release this mage to the Grey Warden.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for her actions.
This mage does not deserve a place in the Order.
Why? Do we not reward service? This mage has served the Circle well. You have an opportunity few even dream of. Do not squander it. The Circle never forgets its apprentices, but the Grey Wardens shall be your family now.
You will carve out your own place in this world. Come, your new life awaits. We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit.
You may recall how this goes.
This is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle. Excellent. We have too few mages here. Another is always welcome. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true Blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
So the first time I played this, and bear in mind I was a lot younger, and I guess maybe the state of writing in video games was not what it is now.
What the king said is true. They've won several
I'm just going to talk over
Darkspawn
Duncan. We've heard this before. I thought the King Caleb, or whatever his name is, he was quite likeable. He's on the side of defeating evil. He's perhaps a bit overconfident, whatever. Playing it now, he comes across as totally narcissistic, like not in an awful way, but just like it's just mentally about him. maybe that's a king thing.
Archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Yes, we should proceed with the ritual. I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the Joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Yes, his business will be standing around, and we will discover that standing around, well, business is booming, I guess. Fabulous. So, thus concludes the origin story. We are now out of the origins and back into the intro. I think for the sake of tone on this, I'll keep letting things play through. And because people can always skip this, I might talk over the occasional thing this time around, but I'll try and catch most of the themes, because there is enough of a gap. Having said that, this video has hit the 2-hour mark, and yeah, that's probably a nice point to sort of cut it off. The next one. Next video is possibly going to be a little bit by the numbers, because it's going to be everything we've done exactly for the first time, because there are some slight differences because we're an elf, but by and large this is going to be exactly the same as the dwarven one that we did before, with the exception of the body count on our side, so hopefully we'll die a lot less. But in any case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.